Earlier today, Metalocalypse stars Dethklok announced they're heading out on the road for a spring run with support from Dragonforce and one of my personal favorites, Nekrogoblikon. You can see the dates up on your screen. Very excited about this tour lineup. And hey, I thought, why not give this a try to have something I've never done on the show before? Typically, we have humans on the show, but I thought, why not see what it would be like to talk to a goblin? So joining us now, we have a very special guest that I am so excited about. This is the man himself, or the goblin himself, John Goblikon. The first time we've actually had a goblin call into the show. I love what you're doing. You were recently awarded the new front goblin position in the band, really taking things to the next level. John, how are you doing? Thank you so much for calling in.
No, I mean, first and foremost, Brian. First time caller, big fan. I love you, Brian. Love Rock Feed. I really like the channel on the internets. And I'm just so happy to be here, so thank you.
I love it. Now, tell me about this. You went through a lot to get this position as the front goblin of Nekrogoblikon, and the fans are loving it. There's a lot of buzz around that decision. You recently made that announcement. What does it mean to you to step into that role, and what can fans expect on this huge upcoming tour with Dethklok?
Yeah, well, for years, I was just, like you, a fan of Nekrogoblikon, the greatest goblin metal band of all time. And I used to go to the shows, and then eventually they made this documentary called No One Survives, which turned into a music video about my life, pushing papers at the office with Brad. And so then they let me tour with them, kind of as just like a go-go dancer on stage. And my moves really impressed the crowd. And, eventually there just was kind of this opportunity. And I think they realized how pleasant my voice is. And they realized there's something here, so it just was one of those things, 27 auditions, 4 callbacks later, I'm the guy, I'm the goblin. So there you go. And you know what's crazy about this whole thing is this was kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy from Post Malone. I don't know if you know that.
That's so fascinating that you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that, because Nekrogoblikon is one of Post Malone's favorite bands, famously shouting you all out on the Joe Rogan Experience, which I thought was legendary.
You ever heard of Nekrogoblikon?
No.
It's like a metal band, but the lead singer is a goblin. It's incredible.
What did that mean to you?
Well, here's the thing. When he did that, it should be noted. Put it in your notes. Put in your little notes. There you go, Brian. That's a good host. It should be noted that when he was on Joe Rogan, I was not the front person of Nekrogoblikon yet. I wasn't singing yet. And he said to Joe, "You're going to love this band Nekrogoblikon." He's probably drinking a Bud Light. And he was like, "You're going to love this band Nekrogoblikon. The Goblin is the lead singer." And Joe Rogan was like, "Whoa, that's crazy. I'm so high. Everything looks crazy, But at the time, I wasn't yet. But Post Malone put it into the universe, and then the universe did its thing. And sooner or later, the powers of all his tattoos and years of Bud Light coursing through his veins gave me the opportunity. So now, what he said became the truth. And here I am, man. And now we are touring. I mean, I'm so friggin' excited about this tour, Brian.
And what's fascinating is you don't just have Dethklok, you've also got the mighty Dragonforce on the tour as well. And I want to talk about your role as, leading this band. Once you got into that role, I always like to ask people this, kind of what's your life like now? I imagine you're getting a lot of attention from the ladies. You're getting a lot of love. What's it been like? What's it done for you really stepping into that role?
Well, first off, Brian, it takes one to know one, okay, pal? I know you got a set of pipes on you. All right, don't be modest. I know you do a little sing. I saw your cover of Boob Stank. What's the name of that group? Yeah, Booby Stank. Yeah, I saw you got a couple pipes on you, pal. I like a voice like an angel.
Thank you.
So, keeping a voice like this on the road is tough. But you asked if I was getting a lot of ladies. Have you ever been to a metal show before? Yeah. Not the best ratio. Not the best ratio. But hey, here's the thing, man. I don't discriminate, okay? You know, you can identify however you want. I'm G-sexual, goblin sexual, okay? That means anything and everything is gay, okay? And so I'm just happy that I'm getting some kind of positive attention because up until this point, I've spent a life of negative attention, you know? Being a goblin in society is not the easiest thing, okay? Having this color skin, not the best. But look, man, now I'm a front person of a huge metal act, and the fans are going crazy. And I gotta say, Nekrogoblikon has the best fans in the galaxy. We really do, man. I mean, they love us, they support us, and I love them. And so being on stage, singing, dancing, it's almost, and I mean almost, as good as being internet famous, which I also am. So, it's really like, man, I'm living my best goblin life.
You really are. I want to ask too, like, why hasn't Chili's made you the spokesperson for the company yet? It makes total sense. You knock it out of the park. I don't understand that.
Buddy, I can tell you this right now, okay? You want an exclusive? I'm
Please.
about 5 minutes away from going straight to Applebee's, okay?
Oh!
These freaking guys, I'm trying to get a sponsorship for like 12 years. I got it in my book, John Goblikon's Guide to Living Your Best Life, available wherever books are sold. And, I wore a Chili's suit. The most they've given me is a gift card and a booth, to myself. By the way, when I went in there at 3 p.m., it's empty anyways. But, so maybe, hey, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, Cheesecake Factory. If you're watching Rockfeed, which I'm sure you are, hey, we're open. That's all I'm saying now. You're in the hot seat, Chili's. Put up or shut up, But I gotta be honest. I still love the Southwestern egg rolls are king, so, okay.
They're just so awesome. But John, I'm so happy for you. It's going to be really cool. I know that, you have Dethklok out here. It's an interesting dynamic, Metalocalypse and everything. And then they play as a real live band in person. And just to have them, up there putting on a great show, y'all up there putting up a great show.
I mean, Brian, I just want to say, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a gap in my Wi-Fi. My computer's on the fritz. You know what I mean? It's on a shoebox right now. It's a Dell. I have a Dell desktop. Yeah, from the 90s. So I was so excited for this tour because we have toured with all kinds of acts. We've toured with Vikings, Pirates, Guar, whatever West Borland is, and now cartoons. I mean, this has been on my list forever. I'm like, I cannot wait to tour with a bunch of cartoons. I mean, this is like a dream come true for me, really. Yeah.
John, I just want to say, though, I don't think they're actually touring as cartoons. It's definitely like a band of real dudes up there. Although they're cartoons on the show, it's a real band. It's not cartoons.
What?
It's actually like, if you go on YouTube.
Metalocalypse. I've seen the show. They're cartoons, Brian. Sorry, dude. Those are cartoons. I know a cartoon when I see one. Yeah.
No, like if you might want to just like Google it real quick and you can see like they're actually real guys.
Hold on.
I'm sorry if your team didn't tell you this.
Hold on.
I'm sorry if you didn't know this.
Okay. It's all right, John. Take a breath. Count down in 7-4. Okay. Hold on. All right. Hold on real quick. I was promised by our agent that we were on tour with a bunch of cartoons. Like that was the whole allure.
Okay. I don't know why they said that.
No, it's nothing to do with you, man. I'm sure you did your research and all that. You're a great host. But if you just give me a second, I just want to make a quick phone call
Sure,
to my agent.
I apologize.
Yeah. I need Jake from State Farm. Yeah. Oh, hello, Jake. Yeah, it's John Goblikon here. Yeah, I'm Nekrogoblikon. No, I just was talking. I was on Rock Feed with Brian. Yeah, you know Brian. Yeah, you've seen the Hoobastank cover. All right, so, yeah, we were there, and we were talking. He told me that this tour that you booked with Dethklok, they're not cartoons. They're like guys pretending it's a gimmick. Yeah, how many times have I told you, like, I'm not into gimmicks, man? I mean, like, dude, I told you so many times, I'm sick of touring with real dudes, okay? It either better be real ladies or real dudes. I mean, what do you mean they're not cartoons? Next thing you're going to tell me is a sleep token or an actual sex god sent from the sky. What's going on, man? No, unacceptable. Okay? All right, no, I can get out of this interview, trust me. I mean, it ain't exactly Rolling Stone. Yeah, hold on, let me turn this up.
Did he hang up? He's gone? All right, folks, so we lost John Goblikon there. It appears he hung up on us. I got to tell you, I was warned about this. Goblins can be temperamental at times. They're very unpredictable and at times irrational. But either way, I love Nekrogoblikon. No matter what, I'm very excited about this tour. The dates are up on your screen, and I've linked to it in the description. Tickets are going on sale very soon. This is a very cool tour. Don't miss this tour coming up. How many times do you get a stacked lineup like this? And thanks for John for calling in before he hung up. And that's your latest update from Rockfeed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Consider supporting us on Patreon and stick around for the next update.